Just two adjacent girls living in a lovely world. They took a podcast train going anywhere, but kind of specifically through Austin, Texas. Yeah, hook 'em horns.
Adjacent. Very near, next to, or touching. Our tailgate is adjacent to the left field fence. ADJACENT. Adjacent.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent. We are in Record ATX, and we have Shelly's neighbor here.
That's right, my neighbor.
Who do we have in studio?
Well, y'all might know her on the socials as the Tiny Grocer. It's Stephanie. Steph
Steele.
Steph Steele.
I have one of those names that everybody says both names. It's
I know,
interesting.
Steph
Steele.
I'm Jody Wynn.
Yeah.
Jody
Yeah.
Wynn. And we were just interviewing our friend Stephanie.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, do you have someone else coming in? And I go, yeah, it's our neighbor. She owns Tiny Grocer. She's like, oh my God, she's hilarious. Your social is killing it.
It's killing it. It's so funny. So I always did these like videos that were like shopping with Steph, where I got to introduce a maker and talk about a product. And about, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago or something, we were just like, let's not sell anything.
Yeah.
Let's just have fun. And it has gone crazy.
It's
like
gone
I got a hug in
nuts.
the airport.
Oh my God, I love it.
I know. Yeah.
How do you get all your ideas?
I've never been a social media person myself, and
Me either.
I don't post or anything. I've had people actually complain about it, like, could you at least post your vacations
I know.
or something, right?
I get kind of mad a little.
Yeah, and
Like, you're a voyeur. You're not a provider of
You're
content.
not doing social media the way I want you to do it.
totally. But since we've gone in this direction, I am now scrolling social media for ideas,
Okay.
and just really like. Something will just resonate with me like, oh, that makes sense for us.
Yeah.
Or, I do it with this guy, Brian, who to me is hysterical.
Yeah.
Like, he is the best straight man.
I mean, so funny,
His-
y'all two together.
Yeah, his facial expressions just kill me. So
Yeah.
so often it's something like, oh, best friends, I'll be like, oh, me and Brian are going to do a best friends one again,
Yeah.
So
Cute.
it's fun, yeah.
That's she said her husband Austin stole Austin from Austin.
Uh-huh.
He's on the socials, and he saw one of yours and he duplicated it.
Yeah,
and
totally.
So it's like, I love this.
Yeah.
And so I love your vibe. I think it's so funny, and we love Tiny Grocer.
Me too.
We're such a fan.
I love it with my whole heart. Like, it really is a
Yeah.
dream come true. I'm
I was
crazy about it.
hoping it was going to be on the corner of our street.
I
Remember?
want one. Yes, I
Yeah.
know. I'm going to keep working on it. I think as I think about Tiny Grocer, I think Austin could have 5, no problem, in right neighborhoods where it doesn't take away from each other.
Right.
Yeah.
But South Austin needs one.
Desperate.
They would
Right.
love it.
Desperately.
Yeah.
Especially, we have Whole Foods.
But this
But
is
that is
totally
a
different.
production to go
I opened
into.
that Whole Foods.
You did?
I was the store manager, and I was there from construction. Like, I was the first person there with a hard hat, and
Wow.
I ran that Whole Foods for 4 years. I worked for Whole Foods for 24 years
Okay.
before doing all of this. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I am a grocer.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I grew up in the grocery business.
And then you were like, I can do it better.
Well, what's funny is I always say that I'm recreating my favorite job I ever had. So in my young 20s, I grew up in the Bay Area. I've
Okay.
been in Austin since 2008. So I feel like I'm getting really close to where I'm also from here.
Okay.
I feel like at 10 years, you can claim it. At 20 years, you're also from there.
We,
you
we,
know?
we,
Okay.
We've been
Okay.
trying
We've been
to-
debating that.
Yeah. She was born and raised.
Yeah.
I got here like week 6 of my life.
Yeah.
And I
think it counts.
And
Yeah.
I'm not an Austinite.
Yes, you are.
You know
That-
Aquafest.
That has to be. My lovely wife is a born and bred Austinite,
Oh,
so
she
I
is.
get street cred by who I married.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
You're riding their
yes.
coattails.
Totally.
You're assimilated now. so-
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you grew up in the
I grew up in the
grocery-
Bay Area, yeah, and I was in my young 20s, and I was working for Whole Foods, and I got to be a grocery buyer
Okay.
for it was in San Rafael, so in Marin County, where there's some affluence. And back then, it wasn't systemized, it wasn't regionalized, it wasn't globalized. So I would go to farmers markets. I would go to food shows. I would just meet people and love what they made. And you would bring them into the store. So fun. It's like the best job ever. And what was great was you saw everybody benefit from it, right? Like they did better. We did better. And so, of course, as Whole Foods grew, that had to get systemized. But you would pick it, you would price it, you would make a tag for it, you'd cut it into the shelf. You were doing all of these things that got systemized. But it actually, I remember years and years and years before Tiny Grocer was even a conscious thought. I think it was in my subconscious for a long time. But saying to people like, I think I know everything I need to know to run a business, from these jobs. So I'm so grateful for. I was raised by a good company.
Oh,
Good.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh
What
my
a
gosh.
I love the journey of that.
Yeah.
And being the inside of one of America's like favorite companies and learning all the goodness from Whole Foods and then turning it into the sweet little Tiny Grocer.
Yeah, and I had drank the Kool-Aid. Like I always felt like we were part of a food movement.
Yes.
And I was down, like I was going to fight the good fight for making sure that people had access to healthy foods and that people who had dietary restrictions had things that they could eat. And all of that goes with me now into Tiny Grocer as well. Like, I don't know that people know that I'm as dedicated to it as I am, but making sure that there's gluten-free products for everybody. Like even the menu of our deli, you can have everything on a gluten-free hoagie that's so delicious.
Right.
We sell great gluten-free products in the store, but dairy-free, vegan, making sure that all of those dietary restrictions are represented is important to me.
I love that.
Do you still get to go to market and meet with all the...
I do. I didn't. I went, I was going to go to one this year and I canceled it because it was during the crazy storm and it was in New York and it was going to be like -11 or something.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
So I said, no, I won't go. But it was more of a gift. It's called Shop Object or something, and it's more of gift stuff. But I do go to the fancy food show when I can. It's usually like every other year.
Yeah.
Where is the fancy food show?
It's either in California or it's in New York. And lately I've been going to New York since I know California.
Yeah.
So whenever I get a chance to go to New York, it feels like I'll go,
Yeah.
Wow,
It's like a
that's
new
so
adventure.
exciting.
Absolutely.
So you have 2 stores right now.
I have
Right
2 stores.
now.
Yeah.
Now, but I know it's going to grow.
I know.
It's a growing movement.
It is
I
a
saw the
growing
announcement.
movement.
We drove by and I was like, it's going to be right there.
I know. Isn't it exciting?
Oh, it is very exciting.
Kind of the perfect building too.
It is.
So yeah, I was pursuing something in East Austin and it ended up not happening. And I had looked at several things and I'd almost kind of given up a little bit of just finding a right spot. It's so location
is.
for me. Like I'm a weirdo that I can feel it.
Of course.
Like I always have to physically go and stand there and I can feel it when it's right. And yeah, this gentleman bought that building and his daughter loves Tiny Grocer. And so somebody reached out to us and we started talking. Like I don't even know that it hit market. We just made a deal and signed a lease. And we're about probably a month from getting a permit and starting construction. And I want to do construction as fast as possible. Like my dream is that we have permits in hand and start building in April and we open in October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's in Austin with all its
know.
permits and everything.
I know. So fingers crossed. Think good
Fingers
thoughts
crossed.
for
It's
us.
going to happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna
exactly. So yeah, it's in the old Longhorn Meats building on MLK.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when they told me about it, I remember I drove over, it was a rainy day, and I just sat in my car and looked at it, and it just looked, I fell in love. Like it looked like us.
Yeah.
Like you could just see the potential of this building. And I really, Hyde Park was this amazing venture into who I think we are evolving into. I believe we belong in neighborhoods.
Agreed.
Like tucked into neighborhoods.
Agreed.
We want to be a community hub. We want to be
Agreed.
where people meet up and have a meal and buy some groceries and, buy their gifts. We end up being super used for birthdays and Christmas. And I love consumable gifts. We all don't need more stuff.
Agreed.
So a candle, a bottle of
It's
wine.
a huge movement.
yes.
I'm so thankful for it.
Yeah.
So
Consumable
smart.
gifts.
So
Yeah.
smart. Okay, so
Agreed.
which of your children is your favorite?
Which baby?
Golly.
Sure.
That's impossible, right? I don't have kids, so it's probably what every mother says. But like, South Congress was such So my mom always says, you walk down a path and either doors open or they don't.
Right.
Mhm.
And South Congress, it was like every door was flying open.
Oh, yeah.
It was in the middle of COVID.
So needed.
Yeah, it was such a wacky time too. And it's like, not to be too hippy dippy, but like I'd been putting it out there that this is what I want to do and
Yeah.
that was even the location that I wanted to do it at. And so then when it comes around and it's in the middle of COVID,
Right.
you have to do the soul searching of like, is this going to stop you? Are you going to say yes to
Because
this?
a lot of businesses
Green
failed
light.
during that time.
Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey, green lights. You were
Green
getting all
light.
the green
all
lights.
the green lights. And so it was kind of like, yes, I'm going to keep going. Like every door is opening. So yeah, it was wild. And we, raised some money and friends and family. And it's funny, I think a lot of connections I thought that might invest were people that I knew from after Whole Foods. I did a stint in the hotel business and then a quick stint in the restaurant business. And both of those industries were just underwater, so people were terrified. And my wife is a lawyer. Lawyers were doing fine. So there's a bunch of lawyers who helped make this happen. But really just friends and family came together and we launched Tiny Grocer. And I remember them painting Tiny Grocer up in the soffit and just realizing that this was like manifesting into
Yes.
reality,
Oh
into
my
a true
God.
building and
Yes.
where people are going to come in and out. And so, yeah, it's emotional. Like it's my baby. I
Yeah.
love that store so much. And
Yeah.
but Hyde Park is kind of the evolution. And I think Hyde Park is probably the way forward in that it allowed me to I had a little bit of restaurant experience before this. I got to project direct and run the redo of Swedish Hill
Mhm.
Bakery. So that was really
Which one?
the original,
Okay.
when it switched hands from Jim, who had it to MMH, which is now MML. And that was really what an education in everything I was just about to have to do for myself in the purchase of a business, investor relations, all of these pieces that could be intimidating, I got to do for them while getting a paycheck and having that security right before I had to do it for myself. And I'm really, really grateful for that experience too. But I also think it made me not afraid to do a restaurant. And so not that it's not without its learning curves. And so for your second one, let's just add a restaurant is a little crazy.
Right.
Yes.
But I'm so proud of the food that we put out.
The French.
The French.
The French.
Bureau de Poste. We are thinking about rebranding right now. And I think we have brand recognition, and I think it's in the name Tiny Grocer. I don't know that people really understood that those two were the same. They think that they're separate businesses.
We
At
were
first, we didn't get
Yeah.
it, but I remembered that was an old
Post office.
post office because I got my passport there.
Yeah.
Remember, but it took me a while to understand that it was all one company.
it
I
had
thought they
to-
were two separate
Yes.
entities brought together.
Yeah.
The
into
staff
one.
explained it to us.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, wow.
And they did a great job.
They
explaining.
did.
Yeah.
Those frozen rosés.
Yeah,
yeah.
your
Absolutely.
food there is delicious.
It's delicious. I'm so proud of it. It's really, really good. And yeah, I think we made a few, I love that we made some mistakes along the way, and you can learn from mistakes and you can pivot a little bit. But there was almost too many rules you could only get the deli food Monday through Friday until 3. There's just a few things like that. I think Austin has proved that they want brunch every day of the week.
Every day.
Absolutely.
So that's what's
if
happening.
June's hasn't proved that, I
Yeah.
don't know who can.
Exactly. Or
Exactly.
my next door neighbor, I know.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to there is we're going to
I love it.
brunch
We-
every day, the
We
deli
love brunch.
from open to close every day,
Absolutely.
dinner still. And
What time do y'all open there?
we open at 8.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And we close at 9.
Yippee!
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
So
always looking for
It's
a
just
brunch
such a
place
smart-
right here.
yeah.
It's a smart business model because we're not egg eaters as sisters. I don't know why. I think we just have but people love eggs.
Yeah. I love eggs.
When Austin's an active town, and so people get their exercise in, and
Right.
then they want a good breakfast, and then
Well,
They'll have a
and a lot
salad
of
at
people
night.
don't work in Austin, so
Right.
they want an extended brunch sit.
exactly.
Absolutely. Like I love and our omelet is like a true fluffy French omelet. It's
Oh,
so
wow.
good.
Nice.
But I agree. I think that you see people want to just meet up.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And so currently it feels like Hyde Park is being used by a lot of people for like a study zone or a work zone or something.
Right.
but having more food elements and really making it into a cafe. We just put booths in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we have a liquor license now. We're doing cocktails.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Yeah, so just kind of keeping that
growing it.
momentum
That's
going.
amazing.
But that was the most beloved post office.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy how people talk about that post
Yes.
office.
Yes.
Like I've never heard people love a post office
They
as
loved
much
it.
as they loved
It was like
it.
having an event when you went there, and even just mailing a letter. Like you knew the workers, and you knew the energy there.
Yeah.
People would stand in
It's so
lines to get
pretty.
in.
It's so pretty. That whole street is
I love
just
that whole
so
area.
pretty.
Yeah.
But
You
I
f-
hear you.
You feel like you're not in downtown Austin. You feel like you're
Yeah.
on vacation.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
much.
I kind of want to give a little credit to my landlord, the guy who developed that area, because I think that people really don't trust developers. They're like, oh gosh, what are they going to do?
Yeah,
And they're going to change the zoning, and then they can do whatever they want, and they're going to ruin our
They're gonna
neighborhood.
Put a
And
big, ugly thing
Yeah,
in the
and
middle of
I'm-
this beautiful old neighborhood.
I'm
Sorry
so
about
proud of what it is. Like I couldn't pick better neighbors. The fact that First Light Books is right there, all day
know.
pizza.
that.
There's a little
Okay.
Pilates studio, Moogie
Yeah.
Pilates.
Yeah,
I just
they were really thinking about the neighborhood.
Yeah, I just really feel like he delivered a little gift to Hyde Park, and I'm really proud that we're a part of it, you know?
Mhm.
Who's the developer?
His name is Blake
Uh-huh.
Thompson.
Blake
Blake
Tom.
Thompson. Shout
It's
out.
called State Street Properties.
Okay, good
love
job.
that.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm
awesome.
watching you, Steph,
Talk.
and you are glowing with excitement.
Yeah, it's
I could
definitely
tell this
passion.
is a
Yeah.
passion project. All of this is something that you really live and you believe.
I do.
You're probably one of those people that it's like, what do you do in your free time? This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a wonderful home and a wonderful home life.
Yes.
Mhm,
And,
mhm.
and I was going to say, during all of this
Yeah.
construction and everything, all of this, you were building a house.
We lived in a yurt.
A
For
yurt.
For 2.5 years, we lived in a yurt on the back part of the property while we remodeled this house
Wow.
in South Austin.
Yeah.
It's almost on 2 acres, which is unheard
Yeah,
of. It's like
right.
1.77 acres. And
Yeah.
it's just this beautiful space that I think we daily say, I can't believe we get
I
to live
know.
here.
When we walk the street, it's like, oh,
I
We're
know.
so
Our
lucky.
neighborhood is really
Oh,
special.
we're
It's a
so
hidden
lucky.
gem.
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It is
It
such
is.
a gem.
I love
Yeah.
it.
We're so very
When Shelly bought
fortunate.
their house, I was like, that's crazy that this is sitting in the middle of Austin like this.
So
Yeah.
convenient.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I am glowing, and I want to tell you, just to own it, that I am
Yay, own
thrilled
it.
because it's funny. It's not like I can just throw down and be like, we're the most successful thing that ever happened. But really what is happening is I really feel like 2026 is this turning point of I have more opportunity than I can say yes to.
Wow,
Like
that's
this is really
wonderful.
a matter of picking and choosing
yes.
what's right for us moving forward. But the future is bright for Tiny Grocer. Like
Oh.
as much as I think we belong tucked in neighborhoods want us. So
Yes.
we're being sought out, and I'm just honored. It's a
Oh.
privilege. And so it's really like, who are our people? I have a lady who gives me advice, and she's like, where do you want to spend time?
Right.
So
Mhm.
Austin.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, Austin is like, I kind of know who our people are. I know the neighborhoods. Hyde Park was
Oh.
always high on that list.
I
know.
bet Northwest Hills is like, please.
They beg for sure.
Far
Absolutely.
West is like, please.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh. Yes.
And then you start to think about going out of town, and I'm talking with someone right now about
Oh.
San Antonio, and
Oh, I love San Antonio.
me too.
fun.
Nashville flew me out recently, and
Oh,
Nashville's always been on my list.
Yeah.
And so it's really like, what can we say yes to? Like, how
Yes.
fast can we go without it? Like, the big rule is don't go too fast.
Yes.
And for
You're like,
me,
And you've
Yeah.
witnessed that.
I
You
witnessed it over and over again. Yeah.
You witnessed it.
Yeah,
Yes.
And I think when you start a business older, today's actually my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm 55.
And you're spending it here with us.
I know.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
my absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
What a
my
treat.
Liz, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just feel like when you start a business a little bit older, you think about it a little differently. Of like, there is an exit strategy. I've got 10 to 15 years. I'm a young 55. I've got
Yeah.
a lot of energy
yeah.
to
Yeah.
put into this, but 10 to 15 years to really build this into what I dream it can be, and that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Of what it can be before. One of the goals this year is to actually start an overarching company. So that they're not individual businesses. They're one company with subsidiary LLCs as locations, and really let the people who have put into this benefit from the whole thing growing.
Right, right,
And
right.
there's I have lots of lots of ideas about how this thing can have multiple arms and do a lot of different things. So
Just always keep your stamp
Very.
on it.
yes.
Yeah.
Because you see so many businesses, they start off like so like
Perfect.
individualized
Uh-huh.
and, privately owned. And then they start to grow. And then it's like, then they start to lose themselves,
Yeah.
And
I think
I don't think you will.
I
She's
won't.
witnessed it.
As long as it's in my control. I will say that then once you do sell it down the road, you kind of have to let go.
Once you
Yes.
sell it, it's
Yeah.
off of you.
Like they're
but-
going to do what they're going to do with it. And,
Exactly.
you have to not let it hurt your feelings.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And change happens and life happens
Yeah.
and
it
things
does.
happen.
But boy,
but enjoy the
you've
ride.
already built such an incredible model.
Oh my gosh,
so-
Yeah.
how lovely.
I'm crazy about it.
I love it. I think Nashville would just blow their mind to have a tiny grocer.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Y'all
this
have
is
done
exciting.
such a great job marketing.
Thank you.
I mean, do you feel people coming in off of your social media
Off
plugs?
the social, we don't market in any other
I
way.
know,
it's
it's
just
so
that.
funny.
So, but I will say, like we did a couple
When y'all did the one, I don't know what
which
it's
one?
called, that sport where you bounce around and jump off
Parkour.
the... Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Yeah,
Parkour.
parkour was really funny.
I sent that out to like 25 people. I was
Yeah.
like,
I love it.
I sent it to Kate across the street. I was like, what's that lock at that? That's hilarious.
We did one where it was like somebody walks up to the bar and it's me and this woman, Beth, who's in her 70s with white hair. I love her so much. And she does like admin stuff for us. But we're in the bar and we say, I'm sorry, you have to be 21 to drink here. And you hear this little girl's voice go, I am 21. I was born in 2004. And then we do this. It goes into this music and we're like getting our glasses out to look at her ID. And that thing went over 1 million views. We've had a couple that have really gone crazy. And
I love it.
yeah, so it's funny. Like they all do well.
Teach
but I
us,
think,
grasshopper.
Exactly. Show us the
That's what we
way.
need.
it's just be
It's
yourself. Don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself. Like I'm
Yeah.
having a blast doing
Yeah,
it.
It's
God.
so
It kind of gives you
funny.
a little respite in the middle of the day
Yeah.
to like just be silly. you
What's
know?
crazy too is like we film for 1 hour once a week, but like this last week we did 24 videos in an hour.
Oh my
Like we literally, I
land.
just keep a list of what I think we should do, and then we just knock them out.
Oh my
God.
gosh.
It's wild.
So
Yeah.
fun.
So
Yeah.
funny.
Is Brian liking it?
He loves it.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he seems a little timid.
No, he loves it. That is absolutely what he's playing. Like
Oh.
he is playing the straight man to my comedy for sure.
Oh
And
my gosh, so fun.
his reactions slay me because I hate to say that I watch my own videos, but
Of course.
but
Oh, yeah.
Brian is what kills me in
Right.
those
Oh my
videos.
gosh.
Yeah.
I would watch it
Your
over and over.
videos are phenomenal. I can't
Why
get
wouldn't
enough
you?
of them.
Just put it, guys. Everybody, come here. We're gonna sit and just watch this.
Put it on big
I do
screen.
when it comes
Aren't we
out. I make
hilarious?
my wife doesn't have like
Oh.
TikTok, so when it comes out, I'm like, watch this one.
I love that. What is your wife's name?
Margaret Tucker. And
Margaret
Yeah,
Tucker.
she's
And she
a,
works with our friend Kendra.
Yes, she does. She's a
No.
family law attorney,
Uh-huh.
and she is a powerhouse. Like
She is.
she's amazing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small, small world.
Small
It's like
world.
crazy.
Yeah,
Where are you from originally?
I'm from the Bay Area.
That's right. You
in
mentioned
California.
that.
So I was born in Sacramento, raised in San Jose, California.
I thought you were talking about Houston.
no,
Galveston. Galveston. I was like, wow, you really reinvented yourself.
no, and I think what's interesting is the the hotel group that I worked with was Bunkhouse here in
Okay.
town. I do feel like there's some design things that I feel like it's a blend of California and Texas
It is.
in the design
It
of
is.
the buildings
Yes.
themselves. Like I feel both really represented.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think some of that
That's
I thought
why it feels like a vacation.
it
I
should
really
do.
do.
And it
yeah.
does.
It really
It's like,
does.
You know, like when you go to like the Hamptons and you go into their little grocery store, you feel like you're having an experience.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the outdoor patio is where my heart is. Like
Mm.
that was the joy of building that was just these
Isn't that
incredible landscapers that worked
Yeah.
with us to make that what it is.
Oh,
Wow.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see
Called
the...
Wild Heart Dirt.
Okay,
Wild
yeah,
Heart
shout
Dirt.
out, shout
because-
out. Do
yeah,
it.
they're the most amazing people in the world too.
Good.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Wow. And okay, so you grew up in the
The Bay Area.
Yeah.
Bay Area.
Not to get confused.
My adult
And-
life was San Francisco, Berkeley, Oakland, and I
Okay,
moved here from
nice.
Oakland in 2008.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
And do you have siblings? And
I have one brother. He's in Lodi.
Okay.
Central California, and my
Yes.
mom's out there as well. I have 3 nieces. and-
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
yeah.
Is your dad?
My dad's passed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Oh,
Boy, I bet he
know.
would have loved to see this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's the best too. Like,
Yeah.
I can't talk about him in the past tense, but
Yeah. What's
I-
your dad's name? We have to say his
Robert Steele, Bob
Okay,
Steele, and I
okay.
have his
Steele.
truck. I have his 1964 Ford Ranchero pickup truck that
Okay.
Nice.
that I adore, and I play tennis probably because of him as well, and really love playing tennis.
name. Do you play tennis with Kate the Great? Have you ever
Ooh.
played Kate the Great in tennis?
It sounds familiar. I don't
Kate,
know.
Kate,
Kate,
Corey
your
across
neighbor.
the-
Oh no, but we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Yes,
should.
we've said we should. Absolutely. No,
She takes no prisoners.
yeah, no, I play in a clinic, and I'm now playing like in a league where we go out and play actual.
for you.
Yeah,
How do you have time?
I don't really, but I've always heard you make time, you don't find
Yeah.
time, so you
Yes.
schedule it in.
Right.
Yes.
Like I love it, and almost every time I play tennis, I drive home thinking about my dad.
Oh.
And it's really sweet, so.
Did he obviously he played tennis?
He played tennis. He loved it, and I
Okay.
grew up playing tennis
Okay.
with him and
That
his
is
friends,
so
and
sweet.
especially like as he got older, I would say playing with people in their 70s and 80s was really amazing because they're not super athletic; they're super strategic.
Yes.
And so you really see
Defense.
this, like, how the mind works around tennis in
Yeah.
a different way,
Yeah,
That is
that's-
amazing.
Where are you taking clinic for tennis?
I take it from a woman named Jo Atherton, and we practice out at St. Ed's,
Okay.
Oh,
fine.
okay.
which actually I went to St. Ed's and got a degree from St. Ed's after Whole Foods.
Hilltopper.
You're
Yeah,
a
I'm a Hilltopper. Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so California, and then St. Ed's.
And then Austin.
And when did you meet your wife?
So I moved here in 2008, and I met her in 2011,
Okay.
and we've been together
And
ever
where did y'all
since.
meet?
What was your love story?
Oh gosh. Okay. So I moved to town, and I met some amazing people right away. My gay boyfriends. It was this guy Phil and Mark and Tony, and we decided to go out to dinner one night to El Alma.
Yeah.
And we were there having dinner, and it's great, and we're laughing. And across the restaurant are 2 people, Margaret and Katie. Katie is Katie Colmo, who had By George.
Oh, yes,
store.
yes.
And they're besties, right? So
Okay.
the boys are like, "Oh, do you know them?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know them." And so they take me over and introduce me. And I end up talking with Katie because I'm running the Whole Foods across the street from her. And I'm like, "I want to have a block party." And we're just kind of talking. And then I go back, and we all finish dinner, and we end up in the parking lot around the same time. And Margaret's talking about something, and she ends up saying, what she actually said was something about her law partner. But what I heard her say was a love partner. And I said, wow, I've heard a lot of terms, but what is a love partner? And she said, no, my law partner. I wish I had a love partner. And it was just like ding, 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 ding. And so the next day I called Phil, and I was like, can you get her number? And so Phil asked Katie. Katie asked Margaret if she could give it. And it's the first person I've ever called for a date that I don't know.
Wow.
And we've been together ever since. We've
Oh,
been
my
married for
goodness.
9 years. We just had our anniversary February 15th.
Oh, I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, together
That's
for
so-
14, married for 9.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's the best thing that ever happened to me. Like,
Oh.
just she is just such an incredible, kind, stabling force. She's magic.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And do y'all have 1 or 2 dogs?
We had 4. So I had 2 and she had 2 when we met, and we're down to 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
And Bubbles we did a DNA test, but Bubbles is 50% French Bulldog and 50% Cocker Spaniel.
Oh.
Really random, but she's the cutest. And
Cute.
she's 15.
Oh, wow.
So, we are, unfortunately, that's just the deal with dogs. It's
Yeah.
part of the, it's so heartbreaking, but we built our house. We'll always have dogs. We built our house with a
I'm the
dog
same
door
way.
and
Yeah.
a dog run. And
Nice.
so
Yeah.
we won't bother Bubbles in her old age with any kind of dogs, but
Yeah.
once she goes, we'll end up probably.
Yeah. I always have to have a dog. Shelly had a dog named Clark. Did you ever meet Clark?
I don't think I did meet Clark.
No. Well, we didn't want Clark because Clark was was very aggressive.
Yeah.
And so
It was like half Chihuahua, half German Shepherd mix. We don't know how that happened.
we do because we know both of the dogs.
We do know that.
I don't, but I'm just like, Clark
Somebody was taking a nap.
Yeah. I'm sleeping here. And Clark he was a constant biter. But
He
the
bit
only way you'd
everybody.
keep him from biting you is to give him cheese.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you just like immediately give him cheese and
Yeah.
kind of run out of his way.
Uh-huh.
and-
Yeah.
Everybody wore
Sweet dog.
boots to
Yeah,
cover
you
their
had
eyes.
to.
I was like,
Yeah. But
no, not gonna chance
and he
it.
barked. He barked.
Oh, he barked so much.
But
So
yeah,
much.
he's passed.
Yeah.
How was your life?
It was surprising. I mean, this is how you know you're made for each other.
Yeah.
The fact that both of us were up for doing it and then we did
Yeah.
it for as long as we did, I would say it was probably about 6 months too long.
Okay.
Like, weirdly, 2 years was fine. But
y'all could see,
yeah.
y'all could see what was
Exactly.
happening.
And it was
y'all's
kind of like,
house, y'all's house being built. We were like, Adrian and I would walk by and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what, yep, just like that. Yep, I would do that. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
I know, it really is perfect. We love it so much. And one more
So
shout
gorgeous.
out is our architects are Side Angle Side.
Okay.
And it's a husband and wife, Arthur and Annie, and they're absolutely incredible people. I feel like from all of these, I've gained friends, not
Yes.
just professional relationships, but they did Hyde Park with me.
Oh,
They're working on
that's
MLK with
great.
me, so
Oh,
we've
that's
moved in.
amazing.
Yeah, we've moved into
Good.
some
Smart.
architecture on the commercial side together.
That's so smart.
Yeah,
Like,
we speak
build
a
those
common language.
relationships.
We have design taste in common, and
Mhm.
it gets easy when you know each other like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
for
and
sure.
they're great people.
I love that.
Y'all
more.
have brilliant taste.
Thank you.
You do.
I think I have okay taste. Margaret has really incredible taste.
Yeah.
Oh.
So us together make a good.
When we walk the neighborhood, I'll show you. That's it. You're gonna be
Okay.
like, oh,
Yeah. And
that
then I'll just-
fence, that everything.
Can I meet Bubbles?
I know.
Totally. Yes, come over.
Bubbles is out for walks every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
It's like, yay.
Yeah.
In your restaurant, tell me 3 things you have or in your
Your
tiny grocer, tell me 3 things that you're just like, these are top on my list. I have to have these. Like,
Highly recommend.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's do the restaurant first.
Okay.
Okay. So like if I'm going for dinner,
Yeah.
you must have the pomme dauphine.
Okay.
So
We're
they are these
writing it
little
down.
little fried potato balls with
We've had those.
trout roe on top
Yeah.
that just makes them absolutely incredible. My favorite dish on the menu is it's really kind of like a deconstructed cassoulet. It's a duck leg, a venison sausage, the cassoulet beans with the broth. It is just ridiculously amazing. We've added a chicken paillard because I think
Yeah.
the ladies love a paillard.
Yeah.
You can also get it breaded if somebody wants it more like schnitzel or fried kind
Right,
of.
yeah.
But and then we have an endive salad that I go crazy for. So that's like a
Nice.
perfect meal for me right there.
Okay.
In the
We've had your
store,
salad.
I
Yeah.
love your salad. I
Yeah.
love your restaurant is immaculate.
We
to
just
me.
walked in and sat at the bar, which is hard to get a bar seat.
Yeah.
And then it just
Mhm.
was like, we were like, just show us the goods.
Yeah.
And they were so great. They were
Yeah, the
just
team is
like-
really good. I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
the
the team
team.
is fantastic.
yeah, which is so important. You know, like
Mhm.
you work so hard to make a beautiful space. It's like, you know, it's a vibe. You
It
know?
is a
Vibe.
vibe.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a vacation.
Golly.
It is.
It really
It
is.
is.
And so I think that's
Okay, so that's the restaurant.
That's the restaurant. Okay,
What must you get at the store?
at the store. That's interesting. I get everything at the store. Like I'm probably the only person who actually does all of my shopping at Tiny Grocer, but
That's incredible.
there's a butcher shop in San
I bet your
Marcos.
wife's very happy.
She is absolutely, and I cook. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. So there's a butcher shop in San Marcos called 36 General, and so far our meat program until we go into MLK has been their meats that are frozen. But there's something about their steak and their chicken thighs that are better than anything I've ever had, just flavor wise.
Mhm.
So I would say those for sure. What I love is that there's a lot of incredible Austin makers. There's a huge CPG group of people here that are really active and making things. And that's part of the dream for me is that I saw how hard it was to get into a Whole Foods or a Central Market. So part of the dream for me is to be the retailer for the maker,
Right.
the local maker. So really the whole store's concept is to fill it with as much. It has to be amazing. It still has to meet my quality test of that I love it.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
But yeah.
Please
So
do a video where you're
Yeah.
trying things.
I will.
Like you have a Dorito and then you have like one of the
Something
local
good.
chips.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
funny.
absolutely. We do not have
I
Doritos.
No
know.
Doritos.
Just the good stuff.
Just the good.
But yeah, like there's a guy who makes it's called Oka, and it's a little peanut butter bite. Like it's got like 3 ingredients, but it tastes like like somewhere in between the middle of a Butterfinger and the middle of a Reese's.
Oh.
And it's just a little treat. And he makes one sugar free that you
Nice.
can't tell is sugar free. I think a lot of people too, sugar's kind of the devil.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of us are looking for less sugar and things. There's a local company too that is called Whims that makes like a peanut butter cup and something like a Snickers, but with really low sugar, like 1 gram of sugar or something.
Yeah.
That's delicious,
Wow.
you know? So, yeah. And then let's see. I mean, I could go on and on. It's almost like what category do we want to talk about?
Yeah.
I love Fishwife in Tinned Fish. Our Tinned Fish section gets a lot of action. People love it because we have a really great chocolate section too. So
Yeah.
Yes.
there's a toffee chocolate bar that I absolutely
Oh my
love.
gosh.
This is so great. It
Speaking my
feels-
language.
I know.
It feels like it's somebody that's a true foodie
Yeah.
is cherry picking every single item
Exactly.
Mhm.
and going, yes,
Exactly.
try this
To the point that my team knows, right? Like, because it's really seen that way too, is that Steph has picked everything. And
Yes.
it is that
Yeah.
Steph has picked everything. So like there was like a protein drink that I brought in and then it was out of stock for a while. So they brought in another one. And I was like, who brought this in? Because it was disgusting. You know what I mean? It was like, I would never sell this. And we had to like get it out of there.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
so my team, I don't want
Good
to.
for you.
I know,
Good
but
for
I don't want to
you.
handicap them. I want them to have some
Right.
freedom too. It's
Yeah.
like, just
Right.
run it by me
It's like-
because I would have said no.
It's like you're on.
I would have given you some freedom, but I would have said no.
Exactly.
It's like you get voted off the island. Who brought in this?
Who brought this in?
You're
How
outta
did this get on the
here.
shelf?
You're out of here. You're banned.
I think it's wonderful that you're highlighting Austin makers.
Yes.
Is it mostly Austin?
It is mostly Austin. I will say that I consider Texas local.
I
so
do
if it's
too.
Houston or Dallas, I'm all
the
for it
Bay
too.
Area.
There's a few things in there from the Bay Area, like
Yeah, why not?
like Cowgirl Creamery is an amazing
Yeah.
cheese that
Bring your-
of course.
Yeah, bring
Yeah.
it in.
I mean, it's kind of like what do we make here, and then what do we fill in around it?
Yes.
Mhm.
That's like whether it's national or international. We have a lot of international products
Good
too.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
But you're picking out the cream of the crop. You're
Yes.
picking
You're
out, like, you're
cherry
making
picking.
it. Look, come
These
here
are a
if you
few
want
of
the
Steph's
best items.
favorite
Yeah.
it's the good
Oh,
stuff.
you're like the Oprah.
the Oprah. You get a car. You
get
get
a
you get olive oil. You get olive oil. I always talk about olive oil because I was saying like maybe we don't need 6 high-end olive oils. Maybe we could have 3.
Yeah.
You know, we are actually, I am conscious of price point. Like, I want this to be part of why we're doing what we're doing with the restaurant, too, is we want people to, if you don't want the $50 steak, you can have the $16 pastrami sandwich for dinner.
But you do want the $50
You do want the
steak.
$50. You really do. So
oh my gosh,
good.
your website is gorgeous.
I know. The food's incredible. So
Oh, yeah, the steak is amazing.
it's amazing. It's my
so
favorite.
good.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, where do you come up with the menu? It's just what I want to eat.
Right.
Like, I could have steak frite every night of the week.
Absolutely.
My wife could have mole frite every night of the week.
There you go.
And so French made perfect sense. And then barbecue, we're partnering with a guy named Damien Brockway,
Okay.
who is a Michelin star winning barbecue pitmaster enthusiast who has distant relatives, is a trailer that's in Meanwhile Brewing, but absolutely incredible what he's doing with barbecue. And he's our consultant.
Wow.
I think he's working on his own brick and mortar as well. So I really want to just blow him up as much as to, like, for some
Yeah.
reason, I picture somewhere in the store it's saying, we're distant relatives of distant relatives.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
That's
something
what
like
we.
that.
I mean, that's what our
We're
whole
3
thing
degrees
is.
apart.
Yeah.
That's our whole thing about adjacent. It's like we want
Yeah.
to share all this
Just
goodness.
get all the goodness
Totally.
together.
I mean,
Exactly.
this is brilliant right here.
Yeah.
Go enjoy it. Go see it. You know, please name
Yeah,
drop all
it's-
day.
No, it's really, I'm so glad because it's really fun to do that here.
It
and to
is.
say, here are these people who along the way are a part of the team
Right.
or helping make
Yes.
this happen, you know?
Yes. Wow.
But it sounds like a lot of it is your vision and you're keeping
I hope you're writing a
true to
book in
this.
this whole process. I hope
Yes.
you're
I love that you're saying that
journaling
because
this.
Yes.
here's my dream for my life.
Oh
Okay,
my
ready?
gosh.
My dream right now is
I
I'm
just want
actually
to follow you around.
there's a woman
Margaret's
who
like, why is Shelly standing in the window again?
So creepy.
there's a woman that I'm talking with right now. I tend to make these decisions a little slower these days of like any kind of high level position coming in with me because it's just so important. But I need to get myself out of the daily operations to really work on the vision and the growth
Yeah.
and all of these things. That is really probably where my strength really lies anyways. But my dream is, you know, I didn't do this to become like filthy rich money wise, or I would like to have freedom of time, and freedom of money makes freedom of time.
Sure.
Yeah, like my wife is 11 years older than me. I want her retirement I want to be able to spend time with her. But my dream too is I do want to write a book. I want to write a
Yes.
memoir. I know what it's called, and
Oh.
I know quite a bit of it. I've even taken kind of been in memoir groups where I've worked on it a little bit,
Oh,
but
good.
that's a dream for
I love that.
as soon as I can, right? As soon
Yes.
as I can put more time to that, which I haven't been able to lately,
Yeah.
but it is forefront on my mind.
Oh, good.
Oh
I
my
hope
gosh.
so.
I
would
don't
read
even know
it.
what your book is, but wouldn't it be cool? This is just a brainstorm,
Yeah,
not a suggestion.
yeah,
She was a teacher.
yeah. I love it.
So she's
No, but I'm like, I
and her
could just
favorite
see it
thing
like
was writing.
you writing about your chapters and then having like the products that would go with it, or a recipe that
recipe
went
that
with
went
it,
with
you
it.
know,
Uh-huh,
or
totally.
something, you know. But I think it's a lovely idea, and I think the more that you just watching you light
How
up
excited you are. It's so
and
fun.
just feeling that energy is
so-
it's what people need to experience right now,
Yeah.
especially right now.
Yeah,
We need
Wow.
goodness in our life.
We
Like we
do.
need people who are like trying to bring everybody together and create
Joy.
these incredible things that are about community, because you're
Exactly.
really like you're trying to give experiences to people in neighborhoods. Yes, I don't mind, like, you know, boy, oh boy, where would we be if we didn't have a Whole Foods or HEB? I mean, I can't tell you
sure.
how many people are like, I miss my HEB when they move out of
Oh my
like
gosh,
Absolutely.
Central
it's so
Texas,
funny.
you know?
yeah,
And what those they have done when there's catastrophes like HEB and Whole Foods and those, they come together and help
Yes.
the community.
I know. It's actually what I love about grocery is, and why I went ahead and opened in the middle of COVID is
Right.
because I've known forever it's an essential business.
It's an essential
is.
business.
Like it's on some level, it's bulletproof. It's never not going to be open, and it is the first place to open after a catastrophe and
It
hand out
is.
waters and be
Yes.
a hub
Right.
for the
Mhm.
community.
right.
And yeah, you've nailed it. Like that is exactly. I think that as our life gets more and more technological and automated, that we are longing for connection.
Right.
Even
So
with that
needed.
barista, even with that person taking your
Yes.
order,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
I don't
I'm getting
think.
chills.
I don't think it's a time to double down on service and to
Agreed.
double down on. We just hired an events person for Hyde Park so that we could start putting things on that.
Right.
I want people to be like, "What's happening over there?" That it is the hub of their community,
Right.
and
Well,
then I
like
want
when
to
you were
make
saying, I want to have a block party.
Yeah, right?
With the By George
absolutely.
lady. I'm like, that's so nice that you're
Yeah.
thinking of the community.
Absolutely. Like, how can we all play
Yes.
and make
Yeah.
something
we
that people.
all play.
Yeah, we all want to go to stuff. We want to run into people.
And there's room for
Mhm.
everybody.
There's room for
and it's like-
everybody.
and there's different niches for everybody.
Yes.
And connection is so needed. Our previous guest, she was telling us about her
UPS driver.
Like she
Yeah.
knows her UPS delivery
Yeah,
people
right?
so
Yeah.
well.
I love that.
I'm sure y'all do too. Like they drop
Yeah.
in, they come in,
How
and see y'all,
important
and
it
it's like,
is.
but it's because we're craving
We are
the
craving
connection so
it
much.
so much.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So those things that you have to do on the daily is go to the store or whatever. Those people become so vital
Yeah.
to your life, because some people, you're the only person outside their computer that they've seen all day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny, John Mackey would say that part of the reason Whole Foods was as good as it was that H-E-B was its competition. Like I have great respect for H-E-B and that family and what they do as philanthropists and everything else. Like they're impressive. But I also think that the grocery experience has gotten massive. It's so big and big parking garages and so
when they took a little bit of the connection away with the curbside,
right?
And so I'm thankful for curbside.
Yeah,
but it's like
I think it's
needed,
helpful when you need it.
Totally.
Like people with disabilities have more access.
Absolutely,
yes.
right? Yeah. But I think that the concept of Tiny Grocer was really, because I came from that background, it was like having all of those different departments represented in one small spot. So it's what I call a complete shop. I think the way that it's different than other small markets is that I think they're afraid of perishable items.
Yeah.
They don't do cheese. They don't do fresh breads. They don't do flours. They don't do the things that could spoil. They don't do produce,
Yeah. But I think you're a one-stop shop.
Yes.
I think a lot of people look at a tiny store and they're like, oh, and then I'm going to have to go to H-E-B.
Right,
and
exactly.
No, but we have it all right here.
Yeah. Right. And so I always say, like, it's not, mustard. It's not like you have a whole 4-foot section of mustards. You've got 4 kinds of mustard that I've handpicked. They're really good mustard. You can count on it.
Plenty.
Right.
You don't need
totally shelves and shelves.
You don't have to squirt the whole thing out to get the taste.
I agree with you. I get overwhelmed by I am not a grocery store person. I like a smaller, quainter situation for sure. And I think the Tiny Grocer really gives you like, when you're overwhelmed by the brands, this gives you like you're almost feeling like a big hug.
Yes.
Yeah, the biggest compliments we get is that it feels like Europe, the little shops in Europe, which I love hearing that. And I've heard like we're the Erewhon of Austin. Yeah. The little tiny Erewhon, which is cute too. Like, because I like them and what they're doing as well.
But your prices are not Erewhon.
They're not Erewhon. We don't have $40 smoothies yet. Just kidding.
I mean, we can make you that. We're happy to.
No, we don't need to be that.
We'll put some truffle something in there for you.
Exactly. It's what you dump into it.
It is gold dusting. Oh my God.
Well, we know you have to get back.
Yes, you're a busy lady.
But having you here has just brought me so much
I'm so excited.
Energy. And we want to do this again. If you don't mind. We'd love to come to you and do it right there and film it for YouTube
fun
and
get the sounds of the place.
If you want to send Brian to us too.
We'd have
He's so funny.
Anyway. Thank you for coming in. And I know you're super busy, but this has been
I love that you thought the Bay was Galveston.
I'm from the Bay Area, Galveston.
I was like, okay. How did you get Tiny Grocer from that?
Hey, I want to say too, you guys had me listen to one of your podcasts. It was Cruz Teca.
Oh yeah,
I love
Jessica.
So when I don't cook, I order from Cruz Teca.
Oh, good.
I love Cruz Teca so much. Like what a good one.
Story is so sweet.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Well, we're gonna put you on our bingo card for next month. Okay. So we're gonna drop off some bingo cards.
Tiny Grocer, and then people can stamp it.
Send me something. We'll put it on our socials. I want to win your contest of who gets 1,000 listens.
Oh yes,
please.
Let's do it.
Then you have to go to dinner with us at Cruz Teca.
Oh golly.
Or we'll just meet you at your place.
Yeah.
Anyway, with all this being said, Texas.
Yeah.